How did you feel about it when you were 15? Did you insist that your parents give you permission? Permission to marry my 32-year-old wife? That's a loaded question. What difference would it make if I insisted or not? I was 15. I insisted on a lot of things. I insisted on smoking. I insisted on staying out later than I should. I insisted on basically not listening to my parents like almost all other 15-year-olds do. But I wasn't asking for a video game. I was asking if I could marry the 32-year-old woman next door. And the answer was yes. And why would I ask such a question? Well, because I had been groomed by this 32-year-old woman for months. She was intimate with me the first day that we met. And yes, she seduced me. I was a child. I got nothing but support from most of the men around me. They thought it was pretty cool, and they were really happy that I wasn't gay. As for my mom, she was raising me as a single parent with a bunch of my other siblings, and she really did not want to put up with me any longer. She had had enough of me. In fact, none of my mother's children ever lived in her home beyond the age of 15. We all moved out early. I guess you have to understand just how hateful my mom could be. The day I decided to marry this woman was the day that my mom beat the shit out of me. She got on top of me and started choking me, and I had to stick my thumbs in her wrists just to get her off of me. And I told her she was never gonna lay hands on me again. I jumped out of the frying pan and into the flames. This wife was an abusive woman too. She was controlling, dominant, verbally and physically abusive, just like you would expect from most other groomers. But this question makes you sound sympathetic of her for some reason, and I have to wonder why that would be the case. Because as far as I can tell, a 32-year-old adult marrying a 15-year-old child is indefensible. There's an abbreviation for that on TikTok. It's called CSA. Look it up. So the next time you want to ask a victim of abuse a question like this, why don't you ask yourself if it's the right question? Because we have been blamed. We are blamed by our parents. We are blamed by society. We are blamed by the person who abused us. And we don't need your blame either. If you don't think that I lived with guilt and shame for decades over the events that occurred to me as a child that were absolutely not my fault, well then you haven't watched enough of my content here. So I suggest you go back and start from the beginning. And while you're at it, take time to read the comments there. You might learn a thing or two from some of my followers who have experienced the same damn thing. We are no longer victims, we are survivors, and we have clarity, enough clarity to see through questions like this.